Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me. We're going to start on some Valentine boxes. Our church has a little Valentine banquet, and we usually make up boxes that the women can buy for the men and the men can buy for the women in exchange during the banquet. So I'm going to start making some of those today. It'll probably take me from now until next month to get them all done. So I'm just going to start on one, and I'll show you how they're made just in case you might want to make one for you, yourself, your husband, whoever. But these similar to this have been on YouTube before, so you may have already seen these, but this is just a simple, easy one. I have to have something a little bit easy because I have to make so many. You're going to start off with a piece of paper that is 11 1/8 by 7 inches, and let me make sure that that is 7 inches. Yes, okay. Didn't look like it. And you're going to score at 5 inches and at 6 inches. So score on those two lines. And then we're going to take our corner rounder and we're going to round all 4 corners. So just whatever corner rounder you have is fine. Or you can leave them squared off if you want to. I think they're cuter when they're rounded, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So we've got that. So we can lay that aside now. And then you're going to need a piece of cardstock, and you can use the same color or a different color. This is going to be the actual little box on the inside. You're going to need a piece that is 8 1/2 by 6 5/8. And you're going to score this one at 1 inch all the way around. So just an inch on all 4 sides. Oops. Try to go straight, not crooked like I do. Okay, so we got that. So we can lay our scoreboard aside for now. And I'm going to go ahead and fold these. And give them a little bit of a burnish. I want to have some pretty crisp corners or edges. Okay, and then you can go ahead and fold this one. This is going to be an actual little book box. So that will be like the spine of your book, and then your box is going to be on the inside. So let's lay that aside. You're going to need 2 mats for the front, because I'm going to double mat mine. You could put a mat on it or stamp it or do whatever you want to do. But if you put a mat, you're going to need a mat that is 6 3/4 by 4 7/8. And I rounded the 2 outside corners like that. And then you're going to need one that is 6 1/2 by 4 5/8. And I rounded the corners as well. So let's put these 2 together. And I will put these measurements up on my blog. I know I have missed putting some of them up, and I've had some people that have been looking for them, and I do apologize. I get so busy sometimes I forget to put them up until way later, but I'm going to try to do this tonight while I'm sitting with my feet propped up, maybe. Hopefully. I have another cold that has come on, so I'm having to fight that and then try to get my work done too. So okay, so just center that up, and I don't worry about any of this art glitter glue that kind of seeps out the edges, because this does dry clear. You see how fast it grabs. And then I'm going to put that one right there, and I'm using some old paper from last year. This is an authentic collection that we had last year. I haven't got in a lot of the new Valentine collections yet. We have them on order, but so far they haven't got here. So as soon as those get in, I'll start doing some projects with those as well. Okay, There we go. So that's going to be our front of our little book box, and then we're going to decorate that up a little bit. But let's go ahead and work on this box. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my little pieces on here first, and let's see if I cut them right. Looks like I got that one way too. Oh, that's the spine piece. Never mind. Let's go back. You're gonna need a spine piece that is cut at 6 3/4 by 3/4, and then another one that is cut at 6 1/2 by 5/8. So we're gonna put that piece on first. Then we'll go to our box. Okay. So just center that up on your spine, press that down. So there is your spine piece, and then the front. So we'll lay that aside and let that dry. And now we're going to put the little pieces on this. So we're going to need one for this front and then one for each side. This is going to be on the back and it's not going to be seen. So this piece, you're going to need it cut at 6 inches by 5/8. No. Okay, this piece you're going to need it cut at 6 1/4 by 3/4. And I'm going to measure that to make sure. Yes, 6 1/4 by 3/4. And then this one's going to be cut at 6 inches This one is cut at 6 inches by 5/8. So we're going to put these together. Excuse me if I have to cough or clear my throat. Seems I cannot shake this cold. Every time I get a little better, I get it all over again. Okay. So there we go. We're going to put that right down there. Just center it up. Okay, and then you're going to need 2 pieces that are cut at 4 1/2 by 3/4 and 2 pieces that are cut at 4 1/4 by 5/8. And again, like I said, I will put these measurements on my blog. I may not have a lot of writing on there, but I will put the measurements on the blog, and my blog link is right below this video. Okay, we're going to put these on either end. And I didn't worry too much about that. My hearts were kind of running the wrong direction because this is just going to be on the inside box. So, and I didn't want to cut into another sheet of paper, so I'm just using this. Okay. So there we go. We've got that put together. And now all you need to do is flip it over, and on the 2 short ends, sorry, I hope I wasn't out of frame, you're just going to trim up on those score lines and then just notch in just like we do all the time when we build a box, so that that box goes together really well. Just like that. And then do the same thing on the opposite end. And then again, I'm going to use my glue on here. I am still shipping this for a little while longer. I won't ship it to the really, really cold countries because it will freeze. But I'm still shipping it for a while. But so if you want some, grab it while I've got it, because I'm afraid it's not going to last too much longer, my supply. And the vendor will not ship any more out to us until spring. So have to try to stock up. Okay, we're just going to put those corners together. All I'm doing is just matching up those corners, making sure they match up really well, pressing those together. So if you live in Alaska, I wouldn't ship it to you because I'm afraid it would freeze before it got there. But if you live in California, I'm in Alabama, southern Alabama, so we've still got some pretty warm weather. So I would ship it to you from California. As a matter of fact, I just shipped some today to Arizona, so I think it will be okay for a while longer yet, unless you're really in a freeze zone. Okay, so there is our little box. And now what we're going to do, this box is going to go in here just like this. Okay, this is some of the satin ribbon that we had in our last month's kit, I do believe. And I am going to, as you can see, that side's real satiny, and then this side is a little bit flat. So I'm going to put down, now you could run this all the way, but I think that's a lot of waste. So I'm just going to put down some right there. And I'm going to use my score tape to do this because it seems to hold really well. Okay, now you don't want to run your tape all the way to the end of this, so stop it back here somewhere. Okay, so I've cut a piece of ribbon that is 12 inches. I cut two pieces, one for the front and one for the back. Then we're just going to peel this off and press that down. And then to cover this side up, since we really don't have anything over there to cover that up with, I cut a piece of white paper that they can write the note on if they want to. And this is cut at 4.5 by 6.5 for this. I'm just going to put this down on this side. And if you wanted to stamp something on this, you could, to dress it up a little bit more. I did round the outside corners just to kind of make it look close to that other. And I used quite a bit of glue right in here because this ribbon is kind of thick. So, and I am going to put some glue on this ribbon on this side. Alright, now we're just going to put, this is going to be the outside of our box, so we're going to put lots of glue on here. You could use score tape, just whatever you wanted to put this down. And then I'm also going to put glue back here. Alright, so then just fold this up with that little edge, the little score line, and then just center your box in there and press it down. Just make sure that your box is kind of straight. I think mine is straight, so I'm going to press on this a little bit. Here's your box with your little bow tied, and I didn't make you watch me tie the bow. Knew that would be cruel and unusual punishment for you. And then we're just going to put, I'm just going to use one of these little clips to put on the front of it. Make it really simple. I think we'll use this one. Okay, and I think I'm going to mat it on this black just like we did the other part. We're going to put this up on pop dots. Need some dimension on that. Now you can decorate the front of these up a lot if you want. I'm making so many that I'm not going to do a lot of decorating on them because it would take way too much time. But, you know, if you're only making one or two, you could decorate these up really nicely and give them to your friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, children. And we'll be filling these, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. We will be filling these with some goodies, maybe some gift card and some candy and things like that. So it's going to be fun. And I'm undecided where I want that. I think I'm going to put this up here, just like that. And then I think I'm going to put this big swirl, black swirl down here to kind of bring that black to the front there. Hopefully I am. If I can get it off of this. Okay, so we're going to put this kind of up under there to make it look like it started swirling from underneath. And then we'll bring it down. Put some of my red Wink of Stella on these hearts, just to make them have some glitter about them. You could use stickles or Nouveau glitter drops. You could use a lot of different things on here. I'm going to use this because they dry really quick. I open it up, of course. It'll have a place that they can write a sentiment to their significant other, and then some places right here that you can put all kinds of goodies in there. Okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like I said, I will have these measurements on my blog. It will be just a little while before I get it up on there. So we will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.